Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
My name is Siti Nushahira binti Ramlan.
And my name is Nur Shafika binti Sukri.
Today, we are going to present
The story of
Prophet Ayub alaihi salam. Life is full of challenges, and nobody is free from hardship. Even the prophets and messengers were tested with trials and tribulations, such as loss of wealth, health, and loved one. The story of Prophet Ayyub's resilience, perseverance, and patience in dealing with Allah's tribulation is one of the many stories recorded in the Quran. Prophet Ayyub was a righteous servant and a respected man. He has been blessed with countless of bounties and wealth. But then, he was afflicted by a great suffering and illness for a long period of time and lost his family except for his wife. His illness was so severe that not a single limb was free from the disease except for his tongue and heart, which he used to constantly remember Allah. Not only did he not complain or reject his fate, Prophet Ayub would praise and glorify his Lord, supplicating and making dua constantly with whatever was left on his strength. One day, his wife asked why he didn't supplicate to relieve his illness. The reply of the Prophet was,
I lived for 70 years in property and health. Why should I be patient for the sake of Allah for 70 years?
After turning to Allah and calling fervently upon Him, his call was answered. As a result of all his perseverance and resilience, the Prophet was once again blessed with sustenance from Allah. Together with his health, his wealth and children were restored, and he was granted even more.
Other than that, another story that shows Prophet Ayub A.S. showing his patience is one day his pig farm was attacked by the thieves. They killed many of his servants and carried away forcibly all his cattle. The Prophet Ayub A.S. did not feel sorry at this loss, but instead he thanked to Allah. After some time, the roof of the house fell down and many members of his family were crushed. The Prophet Ayub A.S. was much shocked, but he held fast to his faith in Allah. He neither shed a tear nor heaved a sigh. He prostrated before the Almighty. He remarked that possessions and children were the gift from Allah. If he had taken his things, it was useless to lament over their loss. In conclusion, we can get many lessons through the story of Prophet Ayub A.S. First of all, when we are preoccupied with worldly life and surrounded by the good things, we are likely to give less time and attention to our spiritual life. In the face of trials and tribulations, we should try our utmost to endure and persevere. These two are great habits which we can try to inculcate every day. There is nothing that patience falls upon except that it's beautiful. So trust in Allah that He has the best plans for you. The collective Muslim community is being tested, especially in these times. May He always grant us patience and sabr. Here's how and why we as a Muslim can rely on spirituality during difficult moments. Based on Al-Quran Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 155 until 157, illustrate that those who remain patient under the stress of all circumstances are never deprived of high rewards. And this translation is, and we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger, and a loss of wealth and leaves and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient, who, when disaster strikes them, say, indeed we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we will return. Those are the ones upon whom are blessing from their Lord and mercy, and it is those who are the rightly guided. So, that's all from us. Thank you for watching our video and don't forget to comment. Assalamualaikum and stay safe everyone.